Hey guys, it's Kelin Balian here with Tech Savvy. Here we do weekly tech news, tech future tech, and tech products under 50 bucks. So let's dive right in. So this week with tech news, everybody's watching TV right now. If you've watched the stock market, the stocks for Netflix, HBO, all these streaming services have gone through the roof. So let's just talk a second about streaming bundles that you guys could jump on right now. If you guys So the first one's going to be Disney, Hulu, and ESPN. You guys could jump on this whole package right now for $12.99. It's a 25% savings if you went a la carte and kind of just went each one and signed up for each one. And, obviously, guys, I think you guys know what kind of content's on Disney. It's all the Marvel stuff, all of their Disney Vault movies, all that great content. Hulu's got a bunch of great content as far as, TV shows like Arrested Development, Always Sunny in Philadelphia, if you guys were a fan of that show. And then and ESPN is all your great sports stuff that everybody loves that stuff. So if you guys are sports fans and you guys want to check out this bundle, go check this out. You can get it on Disney's platform. The second one is Prime Video. So this one's going to also be able to add on with HBO. So if this is something you guys want to check out, go check out Prime Video. You can actually get a 30-day free subscription, and then you get a 7-day free trial to HBO if you do want to add that on. There's going to be the special pricing for that add-on. The third one here is if you guys didn't want Disney but you wanted to get Hulu, you could always go directly to Hulu. It's about $5.99 a month, and then they actually have an HBO bundle where you can add that on, and then it comes out to about 21 bucks because HBO is expensive. There's also a few other add-ons that you can add on through Hulu as far as different movies and different streaming channels like that. There's Cinemax. That's going to be an add-on for $9.99 a month. There's going to be Showtime for $5.99 a month, and then Stars for another $5.99 a month. So go check that one out. If again, that's through Hulu if you guys want to check that out. And then the last one, it actually is exclusive for students. So if you guys are students, listen to this one. If you guys don't have, you can go get Spotify Premium and add Hulu. And all of this, for you guys won't believe it, it's only $4.99. So this is probably the best deal. If you guys still have a student card or something like that, you can jump on that deal as well. But I would definitely highly recommend checking that out if you're a student. That deal will not be going on. That's like a coronavirus deal right there. So check that out if you guys want to check that out and listen to music. The second one here is the end of the era of the $1,000 smartphone. This should be something we're all kind of excited about, because smartphones have literally just been rising and rising and rising as far as their price over the last few years, especially when these bigger, more advanced smartphones are coming out. The cool thing is Apple, they are releasing their iPhone SE. So this is going to be pretty comparable to the iPhone 11. The camera might not be as good, and might be a little bit slower, but at the end of the day, the smartphone is going to be able to do everything that the other phone could do as far as streaming, Bluetooth, all the functions that we've been grown to love. It's going to do all that stuff, and it's going to come in at only $399 compared to about $999 for the iPhone 11 Pro. Also, Samsung, they just released a new line of budget smartphones, starting at only $110, guys. This is huge. Also, Google, they just their highest end smartphone, the Google Pixel 4 XL, is at $599, and Motorola just released two phones. It's the Moto G Stylus and the Moto G Power, and those run from anywhere from $249 to $299. So guys, if you guys don't have a new smartphone and you guys, you're still running on something that might be a little bit old, and maybe, you're getting a little frustrated, go check out, again, Apple, Samsung, Google, and Motorola. They all got some great new devices that they've just launched and released, so that you guys can, jump on this new technology and, jump on a new phone for, again, it looks like most of them are under like 500 bucks. So go check that out. So another thing that's coming up right now, another news article, is since everybody's at home right now, social media usage has gone through the roof. So for adults, this is probably not too much of a concern. You guys just want as much content as possible. But if you are an adult that has kids, which is, you'd be a parent, and you're worried about what they're seeing, this is for you. So basically, Facebook and Instagram and all the social media platforms, they do have policies in place so that, content can be reported and it will kind of get, reviewed and possibly pushed off the platform. But at the end of the day, since the coronavirus has been happening, they have actually, just like every other company, has had to minimize their employees, as well as now that falls under their reviewers. So things aren't getting reviewed as fast, and things are sliding through the cracks, unfortunately. So the thing about it is you just want to keep your kids, safe and protected from seeing things that they shouldn't necessarily be seeing. So, one of the biggest recommendations, I have 3 for you that you guys could be doing right now, is number 1, just discuss with your kids what online safety looks like and what they should be watching, what they should be aware of, and then again, what they should kind of be asking questions about you. Let them know that coming to you to ask questions is okay, and they should not feel awkward or anything like that when they come and ask you questions. Number 2, what you can do is actually install an app on their phone or their device, if it's a tablet or whatnot, whatever it is, that will actually limit their screen time. Some of these apps actually do much more. There is one that's on the App Store right now. It's called Parental Control App. It's got over 18,000 reviews. So, you guys could go check that out right now. What this app does, you could daily limit the screen time that your kids are having on there. It can block specific apps that, again, have ratings that are not for teenagers or kids. It'll also, you can set a weekly schedule, so you don't have to do this daily. You can just set a weekly schedule, and it'll kind of just, go through the schedules as it does. There's also location targeting and tracking. So, if you want to know where your kid is, they're out somewhere, you'll actually be able to find out where they are just straight through this app, as well as it will block specific content. So again, if there's content online that is not, doesn't have to do with apps or anything like that, that there's actually a content rating, this could actually, make sure that specific content that's not for, not good for kids will be blocked out to them. Another one here's some statistics, guys. Online bullying has been shown that it's 59% of kids have been part of this, which is horrible, guys. 59%. If you're a millennial right now, probably the only kind of bullying you ever had to receive was if face to face, person to person. Now this internet, that's been great, it's a great tool, has led to online bullying, and it's happening at a 59% rate. Violent content, they surveyed over I think it was 500,000 kids, and unfortunately 90% of kids said that they had seen violent content online. And again, 90%, guys, that's almost 100%. So the next one here is sexual content, and that came in at about 84%, guys. So it's not hard, again, for your kids to get access to this content, unfortunately. So there's a new maker of an app. It's called the Bark app, and this app basically monitors all this different stuff. It monitors all your social media platforms. It monitors text messages. It monitors blogs, and it basically monitors them for anything that has to do with this, again, sexual content, self-harm stuff, bullying, drugs, alcohol, all these different things that, again, you as a parent, you probably do not want your kids to be seeing. So if this is, again, the first app I mentioned was the Parental Control app. Again, and the second one was the Bark app, and both of these are available right now on the App Store, so go check those out. Our last article here is about businesses. So the top website features you need right now. If you guys are a business owner, you guys know that your website isn't ever changing, and you're always working on it. So again, these are 10 things that your website should have, and if it doesn't have it, guys, don't feel bad. Just go and let's make the changes. Right now is the perfect time. So the first thing is strong branding. If your website just has the name of the site and it's just in like Times New Roman, you guys want to start branding yourself a little bit more, especially if you have a logo and it's just not on your website. You definitely want to just, make sure you do make the effort to get your logo up on your website, because again, what that could be doing, your branding inconsistent. People are seeing one branding one place and another branding another place. Is confusing them. And again, the guys, it's just not good for, you're trying to brand your company. You want your logo to be there, and you want. Number two, this is a trend that's going on right now, is animated text and icons. So this is when you go to a website, and instead of just the it'll actually slide in from the left or the right or whatnot. It'll kind of just be animated. So this is something that's great for interaction. It gets people attention, and it kind of just brings that attention to where you want it. So where you animate what you want to be viewed. So this is a great tool, again, to just increase interaction, increase where people's eyes are going, and again, lead people through your website, guys. If you guys don't have this, it's been out for quite a while now. If you guys are working with the web developer, that's great. Go and ask them. If you're not, you guys could always come to us. We will help you out. The telephone number, we have it here on the show throughout the time. If you guys have any questions with your website or how you can implement some of this stuff, just let us know. You guys can also use our live chat feature on our website. If you guys ever have questions, we're watching our live chat, and we could answer them live on all of our shows. So if you guys have any questions, jump in the live chat and send them through there. The third one here is a one-page design. So this is something that has been a trend for the past year and a half, 2 years. And the reason why one-page designs are becoming the trend is because we are so used to scrolling down our walls on every single different social media platform, again, from Instagram to Facebook to Snapchats to everything from TikTok and all of these new, social platforms. They all have a scrolling design. So if you guys, have this on your website, it's going to help you, because people lose their attention in a matter of seconds, and they don't really normally, click, go to your menu and click on every single page. They're just going to usually scroll down to the very bottom of the first page. If something didn't grab their attention, then unfortunately they might be out of there. So again, you guys want to have a one-page scrolling design, and a lot of the things that I'm mentioning right now you're going to want those on that one-page scrolling design. So again, if you have a website that has 20 different pages, you might want to think about minimizing that. And again, if you can't minimize that, you guys want to just think of putting a little bit of what each one of those pages has on your home page. So again, when people are scrolling down that home page, they can see it and they can potentially click on it and get redirected over to that page. So the fourth one here is just a simple About Us. You guys want to have your About Us section. It makes you feel like a real company. It can evoke emotions depending on how you write it. And again, people want to know who you are before they can buy from you. They want to be able to trust you, and then once they can trust you, then they're going to buy from you. And again, giving some information about you guys is going to be huge. A little bit of history, a little bit why you love making the products that you make, or writing the blogs that you write, or whatever the case is, whatever you're doing. It's huge to just, again, give them a little bit of who you are and why you do what you do, and it's going to just help build that trust. Number 5 is live chat, and that can also be coincided with a frequently asked questions section. So live chat is huge, guys. We have it on our website, on Togetherness Media. If you guys have used it, I'm sure you guys have seen how just helpful it is. You guys don't have to wait for your message to go through some kind of review process or anything like that. It's live chat. We're watching it. It's on there all day, and it just, again, from a business perspective, when you're trying to convert people that are visiting your website into customers, answering questions and being there right while they're on the website is huge. You guys want to definitely take advantage of the technology that's available right now. Look, we have someone that just jumped on our website right now. Again, you take advantage of live chat. And again, this is going to be a tool that will be invaluable to you guys when it comes to converting clients. So if you guys don't have live chat on your website, you're wondering how to get it on there, again, feel free to ask your web developer or come to us and let us answer your questions for you. The next one here is social proof. Okay, guys? social proof could come in the form of many different things. Come from featured on, like, so again, if you have press that you've been featured in articles or in different, on TV, anywhere that you've been featured, so that's social proof, as well as testimonials and reviews. These are going to be huge to convert customers, because customers these days will, they love hearing what other people have recommended. And again, friends, family, these kind of recommendations are huge right now. So again, if you guys have testimonials, you guys want to throw them on your website. And again, you also, if you don't have it already, you want to throw a way that people can leave reviews on your website as well. You don't want to have to leave it to sites like Yelp and stuff like that to collect reviews for you. You want to give people the option to come straight to you guys and leave those reviews, so that you could start collecting your own reviews instead of relying on other sources that essentially can manipulate your reviews. I know a lot of people have complained about Yelp. A lot of our clients especially have seen horrible things that happen with Yelp. Yelp putting all their negative reviews up, and maybe even charging them to take them down. So again, if you guys want to have a way that you can collect your own reviews, you can do it straight through your own website. Number 7 is a blog. If you guys haven't, added a blog to your website, this doesn't have to be some super tedious task. It's one blog a month. The great thing about this is it's going to help raise your SEO, your search engine optimization rating, through the roof, compared to just having a website that's just sitting there. Again, you're going to have something at least every month, if you do a one time a month blog, to post and again get some traction and get some people over to your website. And again, it's just a way to get your personality out there. You're going to be writing this, so it's going to be from your way of talking and way of thinking, and people might love that, especially your customers. So if you don't have a blog yet, I would highly recommend adding that. Number 8 is videos and photos. People are visually attracted to everything. So if you guys have some great photos on there, if you have videos, I would highly recommend video. If you're going to go one or the other, video is going to definitely be what you want to lean towards. It's the number 1 viewed thing right now. YouTube has more views than Google every day and more searches. So again, guys, if you guys don't have video yet, we actually can support you with that too. Video is expensive, and that's why a lot of people don't normally go towards it, but it's going to help you with your product and your conversion rates through the roof. So guys, I highly recommend video. Again, if you can't afford video, at least take some nice photos of your products and what your services are. There's a lot of stock photos you can even get online, and if you guys need any access to that, we can also support you with videos. The next one here is a VIP newsletter. You guys probably, if you're a business owner, you've heard of lists. They haven't. It's nothing new. You want to build a list. Nowadays, there's lists of everything from telephone numbers to emails to addresses to it's across the board. Before it was pretty much just email, but again, the email list is not dead. And again, if you can give people incentives to join your email list by, hey, we're going to send you birthday discounts or monthly discounts or whatever the case is. Just again, a VIP newsletter is huge to help you guys build a list of your customers, because people want promotions. It's marketing 101. If you offer something, people are going to want it. And again, if they can get it at a discount lower than everybody else is getting it, they're going to want the discount. So guys, again, if you don't have a newsletter, it doesn't have to be, again, some tedious thing. Blogs, newsletters, they don't have to be tedious. They could just be one time a month, even quarterly promotions, and just information about what's going on right now. Again, I'm sure you guys have gotten a lot of things even about COVID-19 in your newsletters. It doesn't need to be something specifically about the company. It just needs to be news that's going on in the industry, whatever you want to do. But again, highly recommend a newsletter. The next one here is a call to action. Call to action is basically just like, call us today, view this product, get a free download. It's just a call to take an action. And again, this should be linked to something. If it's not a contact form, it should be a free download, some kind of something that people are going to want, and it's going to attract their attention. And this is going to be huge for you guys as far as just getting people to actually contact you. When you just have a contact form sitting there, it's gonna just sit there. If you can have like a contact us today for a free consultation, a free something, it's gonna be a little bit more incentivized, as well as it's gonna be a little bit more attractive to people that are seeing it. The last one here, it's a little bonus. This is number 11. If you guys don't have a mobile optimized website yet, you're definitely going to want to think about getting your website mobile optimized. This is something that, again, when people view your website from a smartphone device, an iPad, a tablet, something like that, it's going to pull up a mobile optimized form of your website. So if you guys don't have this, when people view your website on one of these mobile devices, it's going to look very, very small. Again, it's not going to be optimized for a smartphone or a smaller screen. So people are going to be having to zoom in and using that pinch thing to zoom into everywhere. It's just going to be very, very hard for people to, get a real experience from your website. And again, when people don't experience a website well and they only have 10 seconds to, get captivated, they might leave your website and you could be losing customers to your competitors, guys. So again, mobile optimization is huge. Again, if you haven't already mobile optimized your website, we highly, highly recommend getting your website mobile optimized. And again, if you guys don't have a web developer that can help you do that, reach out to us. Okay, so that's it for the news. Let's jump into future tech. We got some great products for you guys that I think you're going to love this week. Let's dive right in. So the first one is a Nubia Alpha smartwatch. This watch is awesome. We are only used to having our iPhone iWatch available. Other than that, we got the Samsungs, but they all basically look the same. This watch is amazing. It's got a 4-inch long contouring, band that bends to your wrist. It's got, everything from sports and health monitoring, text and Bluetooth calling. So again, if you got your phone in your pocket, it's going to send all your phone calls and everything straight to your phone. It's got hand gestures. So again, if you, say you're washing dishes or you have something, you're doing some work and you have your hands are a little dirty, you could actually gesture straight to this watch and it'll, do everything straight from there, which is awesome. That's a feature that they don't really have on anything else right now. The second product here is called the Tursa Steam.
Another standard feature for the watch.
We all have different steamers. It's not something new. Maybe you go to your dry cleaners. The Tursa Steam is actually a mirror mounted steamer and refresher. Basically, you actually can get these little pods. It's just like a coffee, your coffee pods, but they actually have air freshening and clothes freshening, soaps and fragrances inside of there that are gonna just refreshing your clothes, and also again you're gonna get the steam and everything, and it's gonna have a mirror right out there, so when you close it you can see how you look in the mirror. And again, this is gonna be a great way to just steam your clothes and get all the wrinkles out without actually having to plug in anything. Wait for it. You're not gonna have to wait for anything to warm up or anything. Going to be able to get that going for you. The cool thing is it actually does kill germs. It only takes about 10 minutes, as you saw right there in the ad, and have to do all this at the same time. You can just throw one shirt in there and it cleans it and you're fresh and ready to go in a matter of minutes. And again, I think a product like this is going to be huge for a lot of people, especially right now when Zoom is so important and so big. You don't have to technically have pants and everything like that. You just need a nice crisp shirt and maybe a jacket, and you are ready to go and you're looking your best in front of a camera. So again, guys, this is going to be the Tursa Steam, and right now you can find this on Indiegogo. It hasn't released yet. It should release at the end of the year. So keep an eye out for that. If you don't want to support it on Indiegogo, you find it online towards the end of the year. So the next product here is the S1 Smart Lock. So I think almost every week now we've talked about some kind of a smart lock. These are super popular right now, and this one is no exception to why we have it on today. This one is more for your home. It's got a super elegant look that can go with anybody's decor, and essentially, the reason why this one kind of stands out is because of the design, and also because it has 8 different ways that you could actually get into your house. From the keypad, there's passwords, there's fingerprints, there's using your phone, there's key cards. There's so many different ways that you guys can get into your home using this new design that it's incredible. It also uses an app like all the good ones do, and you can actually it'll track all your entrances, your exits. It'll you can create and delete people's access. It's going to give you alerts when people enter the door. So again, it's going to be able to just give you all the features that you know and love in a beautiful design. Some of them don't look that great, and again, they don't give you usually the 8 different ways to get in. The cool thing about this one is it's very, very affordable. It comes in at about $99. So you guys should definitely check that out if that's something interested to you. This one's called the Meji. It's a really cool light that, again, if you're watching this right now, it levitates. Again, talk about a conversation starter. But again, if this is just something you're looking for, a really nice modern looking lamp to put on your, on your bedside, this is it, guys. You're not going to get much more modern and much more visually appealing than this. The cool thing is when you unplug it, when you take the light off, it turns off. When you put it back on, it turns on. Also, the really cool thing about this is it's a wireless charger. So if you have a couple different, wireless charger, a light, and all these different things on your bedstand, this is gonna take care of all that. Now you're only gonna have this light, and it looks great. The cool thing also is if you have kids, it's a heatless bulb. And again, if maybe you reach over at night, you're not gonna ever have to worry about burning yourself, because this thing doesn't produce any heat as far as the bulbs. And again, with the ultra modern design, you can't go wrong. This next one here, it's called the Fabi cell phone holder. So I'm sure we all have some kind of cell phone holder that we use, but this one, it's super versatile. You're going to be able to use, it looks almost like the antenna or like a tripod, but again, if you're familiar with the old antennas that used to extend, it's the exact same technology. They basically put 4 of them, so you can literally adjust it to any length that you could want. It can work in bed, it can work on a couch, it can work on a table, it can work pretty much anything. You can do it from, if you want it in the portrait mode or in landscape mode, you're going to have both of those functionalities for you guys. And again, this is going to be a really versatile phone case that you can really take anywhere with you. It folds down to almost nothing, because once you fold those antennas down, it gets super small. So guys, if you're looking for a really good phone holder that's versatile, that you could take anywhere, but that can also be used almost anywhere, this could be it. Go check it out. The next one here is a neck massager. Okay, the Casa neck massager. I'm sure we've all seen neck massagers. You might even have a couple. The cool thing about this one is it's super compact. It's hands-free, because I know you guys, those big ones that go, you have to hold it and you have to get in different positions and this and that, or you have to lay on top of them, or whatever the case is. This one's really cool because, again, it's hands-free. You don't have to do anything you just throw it on your neck, and it does its job. It's also got a super modern design, so if you're wearing it, people aren't going to be looking at you like, what are you doing? It's very quiet as well. So you're not going to have this super loud vibrating sound or anything like that while you're using it. It also incorporates UV technology as well as thermal technology. So I'm sure if you haven't looked into UV therapy, basically the blue and the red lighting, it's supposed to really help your skin and just relieve tension, as well as heat. Thermal technology, it just, again, it soothes your muscles. If you guys ever had a sports injury, I'm sure you guys put some heat on it, as well as maybe some cooling. But again, it's going to be huge for relaxation. The next one here is the Mugu carafe. So again, a carafe is basically anything that you can put water in. You guys get a carafe of orange juice or something like that when you go to restaurants, or maybe even have it at home. So this one is actually a little bit different in the sense that it actually aerates your water. So this is specifically for water, as you can see in the video, and it basically has a cyclone technology that, again, brings oxygen into the water. And again, if you ever had stale water, no one likes that. So this is going to keep your water fresh. It's also going to detoxify it. So again, this is going to be very interesting, as well as just a conversation starter. If you bring this to the table, people are going to be like, what is going on there? It's going to be an awesome looking way to keep your water, clean, detoxified, and oxygenated, so that you don't have to worry about that. And then this one, the last one, is called the Keto Plus. Okay, so I'm sure if you guys have looked into any kind of diets lately, ketogenic diets are huge right now. So this is going to be a way that you could actually help track your health and if you're in ketosis or not. So it's not only going to track your ketosis, your ketogenic level, but it's also going to track your pH and your glucose levels. Which again, these are 3 separate tools that you would need to do this. It also does all of this in a very easy, simple way where it just uses urine strips. So the next time you go to the bathroom, you just do what you need to do. You input this into the device, and it gives you all your readings in a graphic display that's easy to read. Color, it's all color, so that you can see exactly what your levels are. And not only that, it tracks it over time. So you can see how you're improving. You can see all your different levels on, again, beautiful graphs that again have been tracked over time, so that you can see how everything's going. If you're on a medication, if you're trying to do it, if you're doing a diet, you can see if you're getting better at stuff like that. So again, that's everything for future tech. So now we're going to jump into tech under 50 bucks. This is something that a lot of people have been excited over for the last couple weeks. So let's dive right in. The first one here is a 5-in-1 headphone stand. So again, if you guys are gamers or you guys music fans and you have you still wear the big headphones that aren't the little ear pods, because I know that's the other case, but if you guys still do carry headphones, nightstand, because it's going to just hold those for you. It also has a clock in it with an alarm. Again, it's going to be LED, so you're going to be able to view it at night. It also has a light that's touch sensitive, which is great. There's no buttons on there for the light. You just touch it, and I think it has 3 different modes. So, depending on how bright you want it, you can touch it a couple times, and it's going to just turn right on. And the last one there is it's got 6 chargers, guys. Okay, 6 chargers. I did not say that wrong. There's 2 AC chargers and 4 USBs. So check that out if you're, you want a nice stand. It comes in at 31 bucks. This is an RGB light wand by Spiffy Gear. So this is a really cool light. I know a lot of people are just into making their room or making anything look a little bit more appealing. So this is a cool way. It can wrap around anything. You can wear it around your wrist. You can wrap it on products. You can put it behind things. It's just going to give you so many different possibilities when it comes to lighting that you didn't really have before. It's battery operated. So again, it can go anywhere. It doesn't have any cables attached to it. And again, it's got all the great RGB effects, from strobing to, again, the wave feature and all these different things. So again, if you guys want to check that out, again, it's on, it's the Spiffy Gear. It's 45 bucks, and you should check that out. This next one here, it's called the Carve Wireless Charger. So this is actually the world's thinnest wireless charger that you can get. And a lot of them, if you guys have one, it's probably big. It's probably anywhere that thick and pretty big. It's not usually that portable, but this one is. So you can take this thing anywhere. It looks great, and the 15-watt output, it's going to be able to charge all your devices. The cool thing about this, and a very unique thing, is that every single one is different. So, because if you notice this wood design, every single one has different grain, and every single one is unique. So there's not going to be any 2 that are identical, and there's a bunch of different colors that you can choose from to incorporate into the wood design. But again, if you guys are looking, if you've never jumped into that and you want a nice wireless charger, I would highly, highly recommend checking that out. This last one, or no, this is actually the second to last one. It's called the Razer Firefly V2 mousepad. So again, these oversized mousepads are becoming a thing now, because people don't want to, if you're going, you don't want to have to run right off your mousepad. Again, this actually does incorporate the RGB lighting straight into the mouse pad. There was actually a version 1 of this. Obviously, since this one is the version 2. The version 2 basically upgrades the texture of the material as well as the lighting effect on the outside, where the first one only had about 15 zones, where you could see it's changing color along the outside like that. This one has 19 zones, so you're going to get a little bit more color effects, as well as this. The other one was more colored from the bottom, and this one's colored from the sides like that. So it gives it a really cool look when it's just sitting on your desk. Again, if you guys are looking for a mouse pad, this one comes in at about 50 bucks, and it's USB powered, so you're not going to have to worry about batteries or anything like that. It's just going to be another thing that plugs right into the side of your computer, and you are ready to go. Again, it's super modern looking, very attractive. and the texture on the surface is going to be great for catching for your mouse to catch it, whether your mouse is wired or Bluetooth. This thing actually has a little wire cable catch so that you can plug it right into there, so it makes it very, very easy to get that going. The last one here, it's called the Colo Light by Yescom. These things are really cool because if you could even see them right now, they're all synced together. So when it starts on one side, it goes all the way to the other, and the lighting effects are just awesome. Again, hexagons, very, very modern, and you can buy as many of these as you want and make amazing different patterns. So if you're really creative and you want to have something that's just table mounted, there's a table mount that you can connect it to, as well as if you want to mount it on the wall, you use these amazing little connectors that connect them all together, and now you have that's the way that it syncs them all together so that the lighting effect follows from one to the next. These are really awesome lights. If you guys are looking for a cool design, they start for one for $12, and then they have a 3-pack for $30, and then it goes up from there. You can get 7 packs, and again, you can get as many as you want. But if you guys want a cool, piece of art essentially that you want on your wall that's going to actually light, the situation up, as well as give you a really cool pattern, this could definitely be something you want to look into, especially if you're a gamer and you want that really cool, look in your room, or again anywhere. And you can use these on a computer desk. You can use them in an office. You can use them literally anywhere, and it's just going to give that feel that's going to be a little bit more modern and cool. It also does have an app, so you can link straight to the app, set the colors, set all that kind of cool stuff, and you can check that out on Amazon. So that's it for today. If you guys have any questions, feel free to comment in on live chat, or check us out on YouTube. All of our episodes also get archived on the website, so you guys can check those out as well. And again, our sponsor is 400 Marketing, and they're here to help you out with any kind of web design, graphic design, app development needs you could have. So if you guys have any questions, again, from the beginning of the video, that article about the top 10 things that your website needs right now, if you guys don't have those and you want to take a look into some of those, or you just want to build a website that has all that cool stuff on it, give us a call, and we'll be able to help you guys out. My name is Kelin Balian, and I'm here with Tech Savvy. Have a great week. See you guys next time. Bye.